Oh my
Oh shit! I hate to do.
Welcome to the Fort Valley. Welcome to the Fort Valley Boys podcast. We are live, and just ignore the name that you see at the bottom of your screen. Just when they go low,
we go high.
Long
Longwood.
Go high.
Oh shit!
So this is the bracket special. So you'll get another but brackets and brackets, and this is the part of the show we say let's go because these guys.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Mike Atwater is a fool. I hate this dude, man.
Let's go.
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Boys, yeah. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys.
This is the Fort Valley Boys podcast. If you're looking at my screen, you want to fade where your background at. Well, my computer's at the crazy, so I'm on my phone tonight. So I apologize about that. So if you would like to donate some money for me to upgrade my computer, all donations will be taken right now. We'll take all donations. Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, Venmo, Messenger, snail mail, direct deposit, however you want to do it.
Help him out.
Help me out. Just want to upgrade my computer. So I don't feel like going there literally dragging another computer in here. So this is my computer I do my content on. So, but anyway, don't forget, we're live on Sundays and Wednesdays. You didn't know I could do it from my phone. Aha, stay woke, kings and queens. Sundays and Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Crazy Straws. If you're crazy, you got some straws. Crazy Straws. We're presented by Just For Me. You got to green your beard. Just put a little CB4 on there. Chris Rock. Put a little Chris Rock on there. Slap it on in there. Keep your name out my mouth. Slap it on in there.
Y'all boys on fire tonight.
Sure is.
And think about it. If they fans of Chris Rock, they would know about CB4 because CB4. Just saying. They gotta stay woke, King. Gotta stay woke.
Stay woke.
Gotta stay woke. Gotta stay woke, my brothers. My brothers.
Road tag.
You jive techies. Jive techies.
Jive suckers.
Jive suckers. You check
Ain't
the
been no
jive,
way
you
you
jive
have
sucker.
Jive turkey.
You want buffalo butt, jive techie.
Buffalo butt. I ain't going back, man.
Hey, who got a buffalo butt though, Damon?
Goodbye. We're also sponsored by Sprite, the Black Folk Soda.
The Black Folk Soda, man.
Black Folk
Black
Soda.
Folk Soda.
We're also brought to you by Damon. How much Arizona tea? How long Arizona tea been $1?
It's been $1 since 1984.
1984.
Stupid, man.
1984, right?
You want a diabetes? Get you some.
And it's been a silent killer since then too.
Go ahead and get you. I think I had Arizona tea twice, and I think I was broken. That was the last 2 times I drank them. I was at work in Walgreens. Of course, you can follow us on the Facebook, Fort Valley Boys Podcast. You can follow us on the YouTube, Fort Valley Boys Podcast, buynightshirt.com, Bernard Ingram, a Kappa Alpha Psi, and Fort Valley alumnus, and a from Fort Valley State. Got his own shop. Get your paraphernalia for your Pan 9 or your HBCU. We want to rep. He's going to have Alabama A&M paraphernalia this fall for those people from Alabama A&M. Check them out. Damon's podcast, Chopping It Up. Going to debut in a few weeks.
Man. Y'all can follow me. You can follow me on my Facebook page for D Randall. It's starting up in a few weeks, man. We're going to get some good topics together. Ready to chop it up with your BOY.
Yep. Y'all check out my new song, 12 Plates. Not 12 Plates.
No, don't do it.
12 Plates. It's on SoundCloud. About to drop another song. World premiere dropping it next Sunday. Y'all go check out 12 Plates. Y'all go check it out.
Give us some letters.
12 Plates.
Oh my goodness.
One. Go to McDonald's to find 2.
Oh, he ain't heard it. He ain't heard it for real, has it?
I heard it. I've heard it.
Oh, okay.
Man, when I heard it, I almost cried.
I was gonna tell you that you need to have a sax solo. And if you'd have put a sax solo in there, I could have hooked you up.
Well, shit, we need to get together, make some music. Food chain.
Oh my God! And there he is.
Follow up and running. Follow up and running.
That dude is up and running, baby.
Baby, and
what it do, baby?
What it do, baby?
They get to these 64.
Do like what's his name? Kawhi. What it do, baby?
Baby.
Oh, I'm hearing the echo on that joker. Hearing the echo on that joker. My bad. Hello, Michael. And of course, our last sponsor is brought to you by Crown Royal XO and ginger ale under the Dark Liquor.
Z Dark Liquor. Yeah.
Guys, what's the business? How we doing, man? How we doing?
We doing good.
Man, it's March Madness, man. It is tournament time.
It's tournament time, man.
Fairleigh Dickinson won last night. It's tournament time.
Man, I can't hear anything.
You can't hear?
Too bad Longwood didn't make it.
Man, I can't hear anything.
Oh man, about to go back to the scheduled program, Faye.
Man, let's get to these 64 if y'all can hear me.
Faye, you got a twin.
Faye, you got a twin. Why you ain't introducing me?
Man, my audio is acting a fool.
And
now I want to kick in. There we go. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
There we go. All right, let's get to the 64. Michael, you hopped on Sunday. You say your number one seed that was going to be suspect was Purdy, right?
I had kind of mixed with Purdue and Houston. I don't know what the status is of Marcus Sasser. I ain't really heard nothing about him playing.
Yeah, if Marcus Sasser's out, just go ahead and cancel Christmas for Houston. He's the straw that stirs the drink. Straw would like that reference.
And you know what crazy, man? If Houston win their first round game and Auburn win, Houston got to play Auburn in Birmingham. That is so messed up.
Yeah, it'll be ugly. It is what it is. It could be ugly day in Whoville for them. David, you weren't on Sunday where we just looked at the brackets. Who's the number one seed that you think is going to be most suspect?
I actually talked to Mike about it, man. I think it's Purdue, and the reason why I think it's Purdue is because they streaky shooters, and as it goes along, Zach Edey is finished. I mean, depending on who they play, he gonna face some more athletic 7-footers. That's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a real issue. The Big Ten really didn't solve him, and now that you go on, they may play Duke, they may play. You know, it's gonna be an issue with him. That's the number one seed I thought was in trouble. But if Sasser is out, I do agree with y'all boys, man. That's gonna be tough. But Houston does play good defense. They play real good defense. That may carry him a little longer. What's popping, Mr. Major?
Fellas, what's happening with you?
Can't call it, bro.
Michael Licious.
Did you?
What's up, cousin?
What's going on, man?
Now that's different. Michael Licious. That's different.
That's my stripper name.
I ain't seen him in a minute. That's his stage name.
Yeah, that's my stripper name. Hey, Faye, before we really dive into this bracket, man, I do want to ask, how do y'all feel about North Carolina not taking the bid to the NIT? Like, is that I don't know, man. Is that like a slap to the face of college basketball? I mean, how y'all feel about that? North Carolina not accepting that bid?
I mean, they didn't take it because they felt like they're blue blood. That's beneath them. And I mean, you look at the NIT, they always say that's that's not the original, the tournament you want to really go to. But I think they could have took it. I do think it's kind of messed up they didn't take it. I understand the reason why they're blue blood. Me personally, I probably would have took it.
I mean, bro, you got to take the bid. Just simply fact that you don't want to seem like you better than other teams, or that's just. I think that was a bad look by Herbert Davis, man. Real bad look not taking that bid. Now, don't nobody want to go to the NIT, but at the same time, and damn, you mentioned this the other day, that's more basketball to play. There's more chance for your younger dudes to play, but that is NIT. Shot, I'm gonna let you have on that. What you think, Coach?
Hey, so what is it called? What did they get to go to the NIT? What happened?
So North Carolina got left out of the tournament, and they declined a bid to go to the NIT. They said they didn't want to go.
Right. But what did they decline?
What you mean? What did they decline?
What was the question? What did they decline? The NIT did what?
They declined the NIT.
The NIT extended an invitation. Right?
Yeah.
And they declined.
Yeah.
They got the right to do that. It wasn't a subpoena.
It looked bad
it
though.
wasn't a subpoena to the NIT. It was
so you would have done the same thing.
I mean, I'm not saying I would have done the same thing, but I mean, we getting on them. It's an invitation. Don't nobody get on the NCAA when they snub people. I'm just saying, if you don't want to do that, then you don't have to do that. You feel like it's beneath you, then I mean, they have the right, but this ain't, to me, because of the high turnover in basketball, this is not like like a bowl game where you get, 14 extra practices for the younger upper kind. I heard you say that, but with the turnover in basketball, what's 3 more games? Yeah, you played 30. What you gonna find out that you don't already know? You ain't gonna be better because whoever supposed to be going to the draft ain't playing. So why do it? We do the same thing with the bowl games. These dudes ain't playing in no meaningless games no more. That's the way it is. I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying it's the NIT, the National Invitation Tournament. We decline. They can do that.
Okay.
They can decline. They ain't gonna lose no recruits because of it.
Not gonna lose none. North Carolina.
Yeah, but my producer just came on. Shout out to Anatoly. I know y'all boys y'all on spring break. Don't drink everywhere at one time. But yeah, ain't nobody trying to play in no NIT, man. Go on with that.
I just find it disheartening that they would, but at the same time, it's their right to decline it. So,
hello,
what it is.
Hello,
it's their right to decline it. National Invitation Tournament.
Like they got a right to decline it.
I'm just shocked by it. I know Roy Williams. Roy took one. Calipari went to it. Hubert Davis said no. Probably because, like I said on the show Sunday, those guys that the backcourt fight over the same girl on the women's team. So they're probably like, what? I'm not going to take these guys. I'm not going to even waste my time with these guys. We already sucked this year. We don't deserve to go.
Why am I trying to play 3 more games with y'all when I'm trying to go sit in somebody's living room to replace y'all? Hello.
Yeah.
I need to be on the plane in somebody's living room to replace you. I don't need to do no more practices. I need to be on the plane.
So if you're North Carolina, which one look worse? Winning the NIT or losing in the first round of the NCAA tournament?
Losing the first round of the NCAA tournament?
Bro, who won the NIT last year? Exactly. Look at Faye. He click, keep that.
Nah, I wasn't even trying to look it up. I'll be honest with you.
Exactly. Mike, you answered your own question. Right?
Valid points. I get it. I just think they turned it down because they felt like they could and they blue bloods. They don't want to go to nothing like that. But I thought it would be.
Won the NIT.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not know.
Okay, so
Hey Siri.
If who?
Hey Siri, who won NIT last year?
So if y'all don't know, and I know y'all know sports, so if y'all don't know who won the NIT, then tell me who cares. Okay.
Yeah, well,
Moving right along. Moving right along.
All right, let's get to these brackets, man. We gotta we're gonna go region by region. We want to pick them, and if you want to join,
Anatole says he just put it in there. He says Xavier won.
Xavier who? McLeod?
The school.
They
won the NIT last year. Yeah.
And not in the dance.
They got beat down by Marquette in the Big East final. Sean Miller, you can count on him to lose early in the tournament. You sure can.
Hold on. Hey, I'm at a remote location. Ask my producer if he looked that up or if he already knew that.
Anatole.
I'm pretty sure he probably looked that up.
Because if he already knew that, then we got to get him out of Tallahassee. We got to get him to Bristol, Connecticut. Like ASAP.
And it beat Texas A&M last year. So he had to look that up.
Yeah, he looked ain't nowhere in
here. Both of them in the tournament this year.
He talking about Google is my friend. Yeah, we figured that.
Oh, okay. Hey, listen. I feel you, but I'm just saying if you three dudes don't know who won, then I know the average sports fan don't know. You guys are sports experts. So if y'all don't know who won, then you think somebody really care about Carolina not turning down the NIT?
Well, you brought up a valid point. He needed the high turnover, and he like, you know what? I crossed 2 tears in the bucket. Let me go sit down in this next 5-star living room. Let me get him in there.
Because he arguably gonna lose his whole star lineup. All 5 of them dudes probably gone. Because they super senior.
Need to be in some living rooms then.
Now, Caleb Love and I think Armando Baycott, I think got a chance because of that COVID year could come back. But all them dudes probably gone. This whole starting group.
Okay.
And then the way they play this year, they all need to go. To be honest with you, your preseason number 1 don't even make the tournament.
Who was preseason number 1?
North Carolina.
Right, and so y'all said they was fighting each other, right?
Fight each other over a girl.
Okay, that would explain it, because to go from preseason number 1 to NIT, that's
a drastic
miss. Ain't nobody expect that.
Yeah, that was drastic.
Like you said, 2 tears in the bucket. That's all I can say.
That's what you said.
Now let's
hey, little mama.
Hey, little mama. Want you. All right, now we're gonna get to this the bracket. We're gonna start in the South region. Let me know if I need to make it a little bit bigger on your screen. I'm working with 2 devices tonight. I'm working on a desktop and on my phone, so just let me know if it needs to be bigger for y'all to see. That good? I need to make it a little bit bigger.
That's good for me.
Yeah, that's good right now. Let's go ahead. I'll take that one. All right, we're gonna start in the South region. Alabama's the number 1 seed. They play A&M Corpus Christi. I think that's gonna be a win for them. And we agree that.
Yep.
Okay. West Virginia. This is gonna be an interesting game. Maryland came on strong in the second half of the season. West Virginia is always a tough outlet with Huggy Bear. It's an intriguing matchup for me. Who's gonna win that one, Mike?
I like West Virginia.
D. Ronda.
Me too. Maryland too street, man.
I got Maryland.
Hold on. I had the wrong goddamn button. So don't start.
Is our bracket on
ESPN?
It's on. Why I can't find it?
Oh, I see it.
I see it. Yep. No, I see it.
All right, San Diego State and College of Charleston. This is a 5-12 matchup every year for the last 15 years. A 5-12 has upset 5-12 has upset a 5. So San Diego State, College of Charleston. San Diego State won their conference. So the conference.
I'm gonna take San Diego State, but don't be surprised Charleston win that game. Charleston has the most wins than any team in the tournament. They won like 32 games this year. But I'm gonna go with the Aztecs.
College of Charleston always had a good team. This is one of my picks right here for upset city for College of Charleston. What about you, Mr. Major?
Yeah, I got San Diego State. Because I remember Marshall Faulk.
And Kawhi Leonard. Don't forget Kawhi Leonard too. Kawhi Leonard.
But mainly Marshall.
Marshall Faulk. Yeah. What about you, Dame?
Yeah, College of Charleston always been tough. I am gonna go with San Diego State though. Mike took the words right out of my mouth. I won't be surprised if they beat San Diego State though.
So pick them.
I'm gonna stick with what I got.
Okay, you're gonna go with Marshall Faulk then.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm gonna go with Faulk and Kawhi.
And Dan McGuire.
Damn, I forgot about him.
Oh yeah, I forgot him. 6'8" bust.
Mm-hmm.
All right, for those that's watching the show, don't forget, if you go on ESPN.com, go to the Tournament Challenge, go to Fort Valley Boys Podcast. Password is Them Boys. Jump in there, see good bragging rights. Anatole was the champion last year for our group.
Put the link in there. Put the link in the chat, Fade.
There you go, ESPN.com. Right there. Go to ESPN, go to Tournament, click on Tournament Challenge. You will download the app on your phone, put in FB Boys Space Podcast, and you are good to go. All right, now, Virginia and Furman. This is an interesting one, Furman. I'm picking Virginia. What about you, Damon?
I'm gonna go with Virginia.
Yeah, right, Virginia. We can speed this thing up, Virginia.
Virginia. All right, Shot. You taking Virginia also?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Creighton and NC State. NC State shouldn't have got in. I would think Clemson would have got in because they beat NC State 3 times this year, but it's neither here or there. I'm going NC State because they're an ACC team. Shot.
I think the ACC was kind of weak this year, and I'm not really feeling NC State. I think the ACC was really, really down. So I'm going Creighton.
All right. What about you, D. Brown?
I'm gonna take NC State too.
All right, Mike.
I got a chance to watch Creighton. Creighton got some good shooters, but that's another team that they live and die by the three. But when they streaky hot, man, they hard to beat.
Man, I'm rocking with Creighton, man. I'm going with Bailey Schumann, Ryan Kickelbrand. They got Andrew Neberhart. They got a nice little group right there. I like Creighton. Creighton can make some noise, man. I like the Blue Jays.
Man, go sit your behind down like you know the names of them people, man. Show us your paper.
I do. They're
studying in front of the teacher.
Look at their starting group. Ryan Kalkbrenner, 7-1. They got Andrew Neberhart. That's a transfer. Shit, they got Bailey Schumann. He's a sharpshooter from South Dakota State. Creighton got a nice squad. Don't get mad because I watch college basketball and you don't.
Yeah, I'm hating.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, don't get mad at me, cuz.
Come on, I'm hating.
hey, he gonna try to tell me I'm studying from the teacher. He should have studied.
Hey, he gonna be in class.
Hey, he should have studied then. Don't get mad at me because I got an 8 and you got a 60.
Hey, this is me out the Atwater and did all that.
Don't get mad at me.
I'm on the way.
Chauncey Green, what up, boy?
See Green in the building. I can't see y'all this week. I'm at a remote location, so. Well, that's low down.
I like that, Chauncey. Chauncey, you know I'll be sending you a message immediately after this.
Real quick. That was real slick how Chauncey did that one.
That boy coming in hot.
Didn't he?
Hey, Chauncey, go ahead and tell him what tell him on how he was at Ryan's. Don't just say a buffet. Call out the restaurant on him. Oh man, Chauncey came in that thing hot.
Sure did.
God damn. All right, Baylor and California, Santa Barbara. Baylor won the championship 2 years ago by beating the brakes off of Gonzaga. I'm taking Baylor. What about you, D-Ron?
Baylor.
I guess everybody taking Baylor, right? Everybody taking Baylor. Okay.
I got Baylor going deep. So
okay, shot. Look, I'm thinking about them going to the Elite Eight.
Yeah, I got it going further than that.
Hey man, let me tell y'all real quick. Baylor got 3 of the best guards in the country.
There you go.
LJ Cryer, Adam Flagler, Keontae Jordan. Keontae Jordan might be a lottery pick. They got 3 solid guards, man.
Yeah,
so y'all got a point.
Yeah, that guy George is real nice. I like him too. I don't know about lottery. He might be like a fringe lottery player, but I like, he's a 3D guy. He can defend, dribble.
Yeah, he's nice, man.
Yeah. See, I say all the shit without saying nothing.
Don't forget David.
Yeah, I like him. A fringe lottery guy, 3D guy, dribble, drive, shoot the ball, distribute, got long wingspan, real active on the glass, high motor, like the way he moves laterally, real good athleticism, high basketball IQ.
Are you a trainer? Damn.
Don't forget Davion Mitchell for the Sacramento Kings was drafted from Baylor a couple years ago in the championship year.
That's right. That's right.
Missouri and Utah State.
Good on ball defender, shows high energy. You know what I'm saying? Excellent team.
Hey, keep going, man. Go on, Faye. He's talking about that's right. That's right.
Coach on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Direct traffic can destroy the dish.
Faye, don't let him get the opportunity, man. Go, Faye. Keep going. Hey, man. Don't take no left, no right, man. Keep going. Drive.
Missouri, Utah State.
Faye, he got a pistol to your head, man. Don't stop. Well, oh, man.
Hey,
good gracious. You talking about that's right. That's right.
I don't watch enough TV to know what to say.
Boy, what a dude tickle me tonight, man. Oh God.
Missouri, Utah State, y'all. Missouri, Utah State.
That's gonna be a good one.
I'm taking Missouri.
7-10 upset.
I got Utah State.
Yeah, I got Utah. This might be one of them 7-10 upsets.
All jokes aside, I looked at that one. I've seen Utah just a little bit over the last weekend. So I was really thinking. I don't think I picked Utah State. Who they playing?
Missouri.
No, I picked Missouri. I was looking at Utah State, but seriously, I picked Missouri.
All right, Arizona, Princeton. We're all going to take
Wildcats.
Arizona, right?
Arizona.
Yeah, Wildcats.
All right, let's go down to the East Conference. Purdue is a number 1 seed, won the Big Ten. We're all taking Purdue in that game. All right.
Yeah.
Purdue.
Okay. Memphis.
Then we go to school with a girl named Farley Dickinson. We didn't go to school with somebody with that name.
Man, keep going, Fade, man. Good gracious.
Like
Farrah
or something like that. Farrah Dickinson, is that her sister?
Oh my goodness gracious, they're like, oh God almighty, man.
I know that chick was in my class. You know what? Never mind. Go ahead.
Memphis, Florida.
Her name was Farrah Bostic, man.
Shout out to Farrah Bostic.
I remember her, man.
I was close.
Purdue, and I'm gonna rock with Penny Hardaway next round.
All right, me too. I'm going Penny.
Yeah,
Penny
I got Memphis too.
Shot.
For which one?
Memphis, Florida Atlantic.
Now, I'm being real. I think we even talked about this the other day. So obviously my inclination is to go with Memphis, but I'm trying to figure out why is Memphis playing FAU? Like, is Memphis just not playing well and FAU playing up? Like, I'm gonna go with Memphis and Penny, but that's an 8-9 game. I mean, we can go either way. But
they won 27 games this year and their conference. And to me that's a low C. And we're gonna get to Duke and Oral Roberts in the next game because I think Duke was misseeded right here, and I think this is a prime upset game right here with Duke and Oral Roberts. I think it's safe to say we're all going with the Oral, right?
No, hell we ain't. I'm going with Duke.
Oh, I forgot you're a Duke fan.
Now this could be an upset. Now, don't get me wrong. If Duke loses this game, I am not shocked. As a matter of fact, I'm taking Louisiana against Tennessee. That's my first upset. I like the Raging Cajun.
So let me get this straight. You're turning down Oral.
No, I ain't never turned down Oral.
You just did.
I ain't never turned down Oral. But I like Duke.
Oh man.
Now hold on, shot. When you say Duke, what's the last letter in Duke?
E.
Now when you say Duke, now say Duke.
Oh, you want to say Dookie? That's what you want to say.
There you go.
Okay.
I know where you're going.
All right. My bad. Tennessee, Louisiana. I'm taking Louisiana too, Mike.
I'm going with upset. That's my first upset. I'm going to Raging Cajun.
What about you, Shot?
I know the Raging Cajun like to run the ball. I mean, not run the ball, but they like to run up and down the flow. They putting up points, but I got Tennessee and I actually got Duke going to the Sweet 16. So,
D-Ryder, what you got?
I got Tennessee as well.
Okay. All right. Tennessee. Next game in the same bracket: Kentucky and Providence. I'm a Kentucky fan. I'm taking Providence.
What?
Kentucky been streaky, bro. I mean,
didn't he just say he a Kentucky fan? He taking Providence?
That's what he said.
I did. Providence made a run to the Sweet 16 last year. They got a very solid squad.
No, I'm talking about the fact that you're a Kentucky fan and you picking the other team.
What does that tell you? I don't trust them this year. You got a
very tough game.
I can see him winning. The first game and losing the second one, though.
No, they win the first game. They're going to the Sweet 16. They might make a Elite 8 because they'll beat Marquette. But I don't think they're getting past Providence. I think Calipari overcoaches. He overcoaches.
If Kentucky lose, Fade, is that it for Calipari?
It should be, but it's not because you signed him to that big ass contract. But then the next question would be, who are you going to get to replace him? That's the next question. Repetino's walking through that door. Tubby Smith is not walking through that door. Billy Gillespie's not walking through that door. Adon Rupp not walking through that door. You fire him, you're going to set Kentucky back 5 years. So you got no choice but to keep him. If I was him, I'd go to Texas, but that's neither here nor there. I guess, Damon, you say you're taking Kentucky?
Yeah.
Mike, you taking Kentucky?
Yeah.
Shot, who you taking?
Kentucky.
Kentucky. So I'm the only jackass taking Providence. I did what it is.
5-12. You never know what might happen.
Yeah. 3-14 Kansas State and Montana State. 6-11. Those are prime upsets right there too. Kansas State and Montana State. Damon.
State.
Kansas State.
Everybody take Kansas State? Okay. Shot, you taking Kansas State also?
Yeah, I got Kansas State going to the 16. So,
all right, Michigan State and USC, 7-10 game. This really either way. Shot.
I got USC.
Got Michigan State.
Damon.
I got State. Probably the one game they win.
All right, I'll take Michigan State. Like I said, one game they win, they're gonna get the head busted against Marquette and Vermont, the Catamounts. I'm taking Marquette, Mike.
Marquette.
Shot.
I got Marquette. What they saying in the chat though?
Well, Fade don't be hating on my Blue Devils. Corey's picking Purdue, Memphis, and Dyke.
He say
Duke. Chauncey said don't sleep on Princeton because they upset UCLA back in 96. No, 96.
Yeah, Coach Carrill was alive.
Yeah, he was alive then, yeah.
Man, that damn Corey Green said Cali Paris.
You know, with the California and friends. Good gracious.
That damn boy said Cali, Paris.
Boy, you got some freaking fly mile, don't you, Corey? Shout out my dog, Corey Green, C Green, man.
Hey, man. That boy coming in hot.
Going back to
Oh man, that boy said Cali, Paris. Shout out C Green. Oh, man.
I wonder who you would replace with Calipari if you try to find. You can probably have to go get an NBA guy.
Somebody come to Kentucky, bro.
Oh, I got the perfect candidate. What's the boy name? Allen Edwards.
Thank you.
Allen Edwards.
Where he coaching at?
I don't remember. I think he's on. I think he's on one of their staffs. But you know, he's one of them Edwards brothers that played that was from Miami.
Yeah, he was on that. He was on that championship team we were talking about, Fade.
Right with Tony.
Yeah.
See, his brother Doug Edwards played at Florida State.
Right, Steve Edwards went to Miami. He's a coach at UMass. He's one of the coaches at UMass. I saw him this weekend, and I don't know where Allen Edwards is, but I know he's coaching. And I only said that because it'd probably be good if they can get an alumni. And
it makes sense, yeah. Rod Strickland would fit too, but Rod Strickland took a job. I forgot where he went. I think Rhode Island. I want to say somewhere up northeast. That would have been a perfect fit right there too. Rod Strickland.
Matter of fact, they won two championships. He won 2 championships at Kentucky. This thing right here says he's looks like he's at Loyola Marymount.
Hank Gallus.
Oh no, he's the one that's at UMass. That's who I saw at UMass. Damn, I thought that was Steve.
Yeah, that's if they lose, if the Calipari lose their first round, he got to go though, because just has been highly disappointing the last 5 years, 6 years. Haven't went deep since that year with De'Aaron Fox when they lost to Carolina that year. Let's go to the what bracket is this one? The Midwest. Houston's playing North Kentucky, so we're all taking Houston, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, Houston going deep, like Final Four deep. So
yeah, gotta look. So hopefully we'll have a better status on Sasser. If Sasser does not play the first weekend, they're getting knocked out the second round. But we need to know what the health status of Sasser is. Okay, everybody taking Houston. Iowa, Auburn. Iowa has offense. Auburn can't play no offense. Mike.
I like Auburn, man. KD Johnson, Wendell Green, they got a nice little backcourt there. I like Auburn. And that game is in Birmingham.
Yeah, this is me right now changing my brackets. I forgot that boy hurt. This is me right now looking on the other screen changing my brackets. They can't beat Auburn without him in Birmingham. That's not happening.
Man, the NCAA wrong for that, man. Auburn got to win their first round game anyway, but that's rough there. You got Houston playing Auburn in Birmingham, and Auburn is probably about 30, 40 minutes from Birmingham. That's rough.
If that.
That's rough there, man.
All right, D-Ronald, who you got?
I'm gonna say Iowa because they got good offense, and when they get hot, they get hot. I'm gonna say Iowa.
Mr. Major.
Which one is this?
Iowa, Auburn.
Oh, I got Auburn beating them.
Okay. All right. Miami and the Drake. Shot, I know you're going with Miami on this one with Jim Larranaga, right?
I'm going with them this round, but they lost their center to ankle injury early in that Duke game. So I think they
he out for the tournament.
Drake. Huh?
Is he out just for that game or just?
Nah, they said 2 to 3 weeks, so he definitely out for the first round, maybe second round. So I got him beating Drake, but I don't think they're gonna be able to get past Indiana without him.
I like Drake, man. I got the upset. I like Drake.
I'm gonna go with the U.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Jim Larranaga 1, and then just hope for the best. If they play Kent State, they have a chance. But they play Indiana, they're not gonna beat them. Which brings us to Indiana, Kent State. I'm guessing all of us taking Indiana, right?
Yeah, I got Indiana.
Yeah,
I like Indiana in overtime.
Yeah, Kent State can shoot it. David, you say Indiana also?
yeah. Kent State don't really have no bigs that can deal with what's his name, Jackson.
All right. Pitt and Iowa State. I'm taking Pitt.
Hey, see,
Yeah,
Green
I like Pittsburgh.
Let me ask y'all this. Corey say Houston got a squad, so even without this kid, y'all, you think they can get to the Elite Eight?
No.
Not without Marcus Sasser, they can't.
No, they can't. Not without him. He's started his started to Drake.
Okay. All right, let's bookmark that. See, Green got him going to the Elite Eight with or without Shorty.
They play exceptional defense, man. That could help, but Sasser is that guy. They do play great defense. They play great defense.
All right. Pitt and Iowa State. I got Pitt. Who you got, Mike?
Got Pitt.
Damon.
Taking Pitt.
Iowa State.
Iowa State. Okay, shot going with the lower seed. The higher seed. All right.
Yeah,
Xavier.
I just think Pitt hasn't been on playing the last couple of games, man. They've been looking horrible out there, and I'm not making that up. Like, they in the ACC, so I was following Miami was trying to win their first ACC regular season title. So just from watching that, they was showing Pitt, Virginia, and Miami, and Pitt just been wet in the bed the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'll go with Jeff. I'm going with the black coach, Jeff Capel, coach of the year in the ACC. I'm going with Jeff Capel. Xavier and Kennesaw State. This right up the road from us, Mike. Kennesaw State.
Ooh. I'm going with Xavier. I don't know why I said all that. Ooh, yeah, I'm going with Xavier.
Damon.
Xavier.
Shot.
Yeah, I'm going with Xavier.
Yeah, we all going to Xavier. Texas A&M, Penn State. This is gonna be a good one right here. Buzz Williams at Texas A&M and Penn State, who came inches of beating Purdue on Sunday in the Big Ten final. Mike.
I like Texas A&M, man. They got some really good physical bigs. I'm going with the Aggies. Watch out for Wade Taylor, they little back, that point guard for Texas A&M.
Yeah. D. Ronald.
I'm actually going go with Penn State. Fundamentally sound. Colin's son got them boys playing good ball. I think they can. They fundamentally sound. So I don't know if they can match the physicality, but it's going to be tough guarding them guys, man.
Shot.
Yeah, I'm going with the Aggies. They got some dogs. Them boys hit the glass real hard. They long. It's gonna be hard for Penn State. With I know they fundamentally sound, but they don't have anybody from what I've seen that can just beat you off the dribble, create their own shot, and get somebody else open. So I like the physicality that Texas A&M play with.
That's true. That's true. I'm looking at the way they move the ball and the way they cut to the basket and do stuff like that. Keep them in the fight, may even steal the game for them. But you can't. That physicality in them athletic boys, man.
Yeah, they play real physical. They weigh you down. Makes it harder for you to score in the fourth quarter at the end of the second half. I've never seen them play, but that's what it sounded good.
Hey, if nobody knew Horatio Major Jr., man, the way this man talked. If you didn't know this dude, bro, you would.
Dude's an idiot, man.
Yeah, how you fool big time, and then he
So he's a grade A idiot too.
After about 4 or 5 minutes of the conversation, he tell on himself, "Well, I ain't never seen him play, but it sounded
good."
This dude's stupid, man. I'm telling y'all, man.
This dude crazy.
Man, check it. Faber tell you these dudes say the same words. Long reach, defensive, hounds, make it tough for a team to score, dribble, drive, dish. The only difference is, only thing that y'all doing that I'm not doing is I'm not saying names. Like y'all actually name the coach. I say my man or this guy or he. That's the only difference. For real.
He say I say my man.
my man.
Dude, dumb, man.
So like
hey, he sound like Tony last week, a sucker.
He's a sucker, man.
Jive
sucker. Jive turkey.
Oh man, Horatio is stupid, bro. Man.
All right, we're all taking Texas against Colgate, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Great toothpaste, but
it really is.
Yeah, good toothpaste.
Yeah.
Good product. All right, so we still have a couple games that's being decided tonight for the first four in. So TCU does not have an opponent right now, but I will pick TCU. But we'll get to that part in a minute. Howard Bison are going against Kansas. HBCU.
Man, keep going.
Yeah,
keep going, man.
You already know what time that is, boss.
Arkansas and Illinois. Arkansas made the Elite Eight last year.
Woo-hoo. I like them Razorbacks, man. Razorbacks got 2 lottery picks: Nick Smith Jr., Anthony Black. I like the Razorbacks.
Damon.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Arkansas. When watching the Big Ten, Illinois, sometimes they just don't. You don't know what team you're getting. You don't know if you're gonna get a team that's gonna be the physical Illinois team that preseason they were thought to be, but they can come wet the bed at any point, man. They didn't gave a lot of games away, so I'm gonna go with Arkansas.
Shot.
Yeah, I'm going with Arkansas. The way those guys run up and down the floor, put the ball in the basket. You know, they when I saw them, and I did see Arkansas a little bit, they reminded me of those Arkansas teams that had Todd Day, Corliss Williamson, Scotty Thurman. They didn't play. Scotty Thurman and Todd Day didn't play together, but those were the kind of athletes that Arkansas and Nola Richardson was putting out back in that time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Arkansas. Illinois, inconsistent, like Damon said. Arkansas, they went to the Elite Eight, so they have experience. So they might make a little run right here. St. Mary's and VCU, Michael.
Just FYI, C. Green got Aggies. Somehow this is a toss-up. So I just want to make sure his picks are documented. So when we come back to this recording,
I'm going VCU, man.
VCU, all right, Damon.
Who VCU playing again?
St. Mary's.
St. Mary's. Ooh, St. Mary's was pretty decent.
Yeah, they is.
It's a 5-12 also.
Yeah, it is 5-12. I go St. Mary's.
Shot.
Shaka Smart still at VCU, right?
No, Shaka Smart's at Marquette.
Ah, shoot, forget that. I picked VCU.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be about 3 upsets in the 5-12. I'm gonna take VCU also. UConn or Iona. This one of my ones. I'm gonna take Iona on this one.
What
about you, Mike?
Oh, I'm slim. I'm going UConn.
D. Roundel.
I'm gonna go UConn.
Shot.
UConn.
Like I said, TCU's opponent has not been named yet because they're still playing right now. So we're gonna skip down to Gonzaga and Grand Canyon University.
Zags.
Yeah, Gonzaga.
Yeah, I think we're all picking Gonzaga.
Yeah, I got Gonzaga going deep. So,
all right, Northwestern and Boise State. I'm taking Northwestern.
Northwestern.
Me too. The surprise team of the Big Ten. They're surprising.
Yeah, they struggled a little bit down the stretch, but they still they made it. Shot. Who you taking?
I think I remember taking Boise State. I just remember. I feel like Northwestern shot they load. Like, I mean, they I don't think they weren't. They were average at best, and then they got on a little hot streak. I think this week off is gonna hurt them.
All right. And last one, UCLA and UNC Asheville.
Bruins.
Mike.
Bruins.
Shot.
Ed O'Bannon them team.
Toby Bailey.
Tyus Edney.
They got Charles O'Bannon. You got all them. They're them O'Bannon boys. Woo.
Dan Gazuri. Cameron Dollar. Shout out to my boy Cameron Dollar, man.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Russell Westbrook.
Kevin Love.
I was just gonna say his name.
Didn't Drew Holiday go there too?
Yeah.
Well, he showed. Matter of fact, all them Holiday boys went to UCLA, didn't they?
I believe they did.
I think they did.
Okay.
Baron Davis. Don't forget about Baron Davis.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Baron Davis.
That was disrespectful to not say Baron Davis.
Oh, it was.
So when we come back next week, we're going to have our Sweet 16 picks and go from there. We're not going to talk a lot of NFL tonight because we don't have a lot of time. We're going to have to pick it up next week when we have the free agency after Lamar Jackson get traded to the 49ers. But that's my pick. That's my hot take of the free agent period.
Hey, quick question, Faye. How much does Green Bay got to give up for this trade, man? I done heard a couple first-round picks. I done heard a couple first rounds and a couple second rounds. How much exactly would they have to give up for compensation in this trade?
And then after you answer that, Faye, would you do this trade with Green Bay if you're the Jets?
I wouldn't do it with the Jets. I can tell you that right now. But if I'm the Jets, I'm saying you get a first and a fourth. No more, no less. He's 39, and I'm taking a hit on my salary cap there, $59 million. I'm gonna give you a first and a fourth. No more, no less. Or Aaron Rodgers gonna be sitting on your cap.
Because it's just alleged. He was on Pat McAfee, and he said that he didn't say what Green Bay wanted. He was saying that they was trying to work out compensation, and that's where the rumors came in. And I was just wondering, that's a lot to give up.
Man, let me tell y'all, if you the Jets, you make that pick, and I'm 100% for it. And the reason why, Tom Brady. And the reason I'm saying Tom Brady, he went to Tampa Bay and won them a Super Bowl. I'm putting all my eggs in the basket with Aaron Rodgers.
Well, they signed Lazard, so they took a receiver from Green Bay. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going all in if I'm the Jets. I got a pretty good defense with Sauce Gardner, and I got another young good rookie wide receiver, Garrett Wilson. Man, I'm all in.
I'm not saying don't do it. I was just wondering what the conversation was.
Why go for somebody that might be there 1 year and be out the next year? I'm going with Lamar.
And you win a Super Bowl fight. What you talking about? Brady's in Tampa Bay, what, 2 years, 3 years?
3 years.
And one. Man, you got and Aaron Rodgers, as you and Ratio and Damon said, is arguably one of the top 5 quarterbacks to ever play. Why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
You the Jets, you gonna go back with Zach Wilson? That's what you gonna do?
I just told you what I'm doing. I'm doing everything I can to get Lamar. I'm putting aside $260 million guaranteed for Lamar. Match that, Baltimore. I'll give you 2 first-round picks. Match that, and you can have Zach Wilson.
What you doing, Faye? Ratio.
I thought we were just talking about Aaron. Not once you throw the Lamar situation in there, that's kind of crazy. But you wasn't on here last week at what, and I said, that's why a team like Carolina is dumb, in my opinion, in my judgment, because you gave up 2 ones, 2 twos, and 3 for an unproven guy. Whether it be Bryce Young, who I love, or C.J. Stroud, God forbid somebody take Anthony Richardson. He can't throw it in the ocean. But
off the pier.
But if you giving up 2 ones, 2 twos for that, when you got a guy that know what he doing, like, why are we? You wouldn't have even had to give up DJ Moore if you go get Lamar Jackson. So the answer to your question is, if we just talking about Aaron Rodgers, then yeah, I would give Aaron Rodgers a 2-year deal, 2 years guaranteed. I mean, if he only there for 1, maybe 2 years, he's already shown one thing about Aaron Rodgers. He's shown that if you give him a little something, he gonna ball out, especially in the regular season. Now, once he get to the playoffs, then the Jets got a defense, in my opinion, that can get them deep as long as Aaron doing his thing. You know, shout out to my dog Lamont. You know, so yeah, I'm gonna go in like you said. While he got Garrett Wilson, you know, I don't know whatever they got to trade with, and then you go buy some other people. Look at what these teams are doing this year. The Dolphins, the Rams a couple of years ago. Who else went all in? It's another team right now going all in.
Rams went all in and they won.
Brady, like at this point, teams are just they rolling the dice and they gonna see if they can get them. They gonna roll the dice for a 2-3 year window and see if they can get them one. Don't nobody care that the Rams is trash right now. Don't nobody care. They won a Super Bowl. They had a big parade.
Well, he got some toys. He definitely got some toys, and he got a really stingy defense.
Hey, if you don't take a shot at Aaron Rodgers, man, you as the GM, you'll be gone quick.
I'm not saying I'm not. I'm just not going to give up the farm for him. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to give up everything for him.
You won't give up everything for 2 years to have Aaron Rodgers?
But are you really giving up everything, though? That's what I'm saying. The compensation, I mean, you already got your defense is pretty much stacked. It's built. You got a shutdown corner, a very good defense. You got the offensive and defensive rookies of the year on the same squad.
And you know something, man? People put so much stock in draft picks, especially first round draft picks. Like it's not like that in the NBA, but in NFL, it is so much stock put in draft picks. I mean, the last year, first round, off the top of your head, how many of them first rounders really made an impact? We just said Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson. How many more?
Breece Hall was first round, right?
No, I don't think Breece Hall. Somebody running back for the Jets.
Yeah,
I think he was like a second or third round. I don't think he was no first round.
Oh, I was saying until he
got Jordan Davis. Shot said Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis.
Or for the Eagles.
I don't know if somebody pulled up the first round last year. Just look at what they did last year. Just go down the board.
Hey, real talk. Before Jordan Davis got hurt, he was the premier run stopper in the league. Before he got hurt, they actually said when he got hurt that the Phillies
pull up the first round, Fade. I can't even remember who the top pick was last year.
Walker.
Trayvon Walker. Man, you ain't got to pull up no stat. I just look at the first round. I'm just talking about the value of first round picks. Man, I mean, the draft picks are good, but when it comes down to draft picks of Aaron Rodgers, man, please. And I know Rachel was talking about they gave up too much to move up to get that number one pick. Bryce Young and CJ Stroud are franchise type quarterbacks. I know we ain't seen them yet, but they are franchise type quarterback.
Well, I think you're missing that. They have the potential to be franchise quarterbacks. They ain't did nothing. They haven't done not one thing, and I'm a fan of draft picks. But if you're gonna give up 2s and 3s and you got an MVP quarterback out there that's 25 years old, man, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get Lamar. All of the guys that are certified in this game, Dion and the announcers, they say he is that guy. He commands respect of his peers. I'm going to get Lamar, hands down. And I'm going to build the offense around him. Like me and you, the OC, Lamar. Who you like? What you want? You lucked up and you got Sauce Gardner. You got a shutdown corner for the next 2-3 years. See, that's what's the importance of the draft, because you can get cheap talent. Then after that, you got to pay them guys. So your window is small.
But Carolina got a couple of decent running backs though, don't they? I mean, they decent, but then when you put Lamar into that mix, All right. Hey, I mean, if I was Carolina, I actually thought Carolina or Atlanta would have did it.
Man, this
Some
guy
reason Atlanta got faith in Desmond Ritter. I don't know why, but we'll see again.
This guy has proven that he can win games on his own. You know, we keep talking, you know, again, no disrespect to Justin Fields. I said it other day, Edward, you wasn't in there. But if everybody keep comparing CJ Stroud and all them to him, then why did his team have the worst record in the league?
What you talking about? Talking about Justin Fields?
Yeah, hello. Like Lamar has proven that he can carry a team. Like hell, Baltimore was just off on the brink of the playoffs, and he missed games. I mean, the games that he lost at the beginning of the year was because the defense couldn't stop kids from crossing the street.
So basically, what you're saying to me, you the Jets, and it came down to Lamar Jackson, the NFL MVP quarterback, or Aaron Rodgers, a 3-4-time NFL MVP and a Super Bowl champ, you would go with Lamar Jackson.
Okay, you kind of switched it up. I was talking about Lamar over the draftees coming in.
Oh, you talking about Carolina?
Yeah, I was talking about that.
Yeah. I got you.
But
yeah, I get you. Yeah, I'm with Lamar Jackson on that too.
Yeah, I would take Aaron Rodgers because I don't think I have to do too much with an offense. Like you got to recreate an offense for Lamar Jackson. I don't think I have to do too much with Aaron Rodgers. I just need to make sure Garrett Wilson and Aaron Rodgers on the same page, and then boom, we can rock and roll.
You got two. You get Garrett Wilson has proven he's going to be a stud receiver. With Aaron Rodgers, I noticed if he has a stud receiver and a complimentary receiver to go along with that stud, he can take you a long way.
Yeah, that's anybody, Damon.
But I'm saying
that's any elite quarterback. Joe Montana had a stud receiver in Jerry Rice and a compliment John Taylor. Troy Aikman had Michael Irvin and Alvin Harper. So any great any great quarterback, they got to have weapons.
The thing I'm saying with him though, his touchdown to turnover ratio and the way he handles the ball is totally different.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? That when he has those players, he don't throw no more than 3 picks in a year. When he almost scored 40 touchdowns.
Let me say this one last.
Especially in a pass-happy league.
Right. Let me say this one last thing. The NFL has turned into the video game. Mm-hmm. Like you can build your team. Like I'm looking at some of these free agents out here. If I'm the Jets, and again, I don't really know a lot about the Jets, so I'm not gonna act like I do. But if you the Jets, you can go out there and get you a couple of big time players and put around Aaron Rodgers and just roll, like you say, roll the dice. If I'm not mistaken, isn't Derrick Henry out there?
They're talking about trading him.
Dalton Schultz out there.
And what's his name just got released? Zeke.
Yeah, Zeke got released. Did Miles Sanders go somewhere?
He went to Carolina.
Okay, he just went to Carolina.
Yeah.
J.J. Smith, Juju Smith-Schuster just went to the Patriots. Like Odell is out there as a number 2 receiver.
Yep.
McCole Hardman out there. He probably want a chance to be a number 1 guy.
Rachel made a good point. This is Tecmo Bowl, bro. We used to play Tecmo Bowl. This is a pass happy.
Man, this is Madden. You talking about Tecmo Bowl?
It's Madden. It's GM mode. Like, bro, you can go out here and get you some guys and put it together and build you a team and be ready to compete. Now you're gonna have to open up the checkbook, but you can do it.
True.
So do y'all think 5 years from now we'll look back at this Carolina Panther trade and say that was a bad trade? And the reason I bring that up, I remember years ago, Rachel and I talked about it. Atlanta Falcons moved all their pieces up to get Julio Jones, and look at the Falcons now. They traded, I want to say they traded in the top 10 to get Julio, and they gave up several first-round picks. And Rachel at the time said, there's no way in the world I would have done that. And if you look now, it kind of showed. Now, Julio is arguably the best receiver ever played Atlanta Falcons, and he did, they did go to the Super Bowl with him. So if you look back on that trade now,
Yeah, there's some. I agree with that, but you also got to throw in poor coaching decisions because they had that Super Bowl one. So if you look at and say, well, at least they got a Super Bowl out of it, the trade wouldn't look as bad because you did get a Super Bowl. You didn't get nothing.
Right, but don't forget now, what me and Atwater was discussing was the players that they passed on to trade up to get Julio.
Gotcha.
And if I'm not mistaken, Atwater, wasn't J.J. Watt in that draft class?
I can't remember right off. I just know the Falcons moved up from like 26 or 27 and got in the top 10, if I'm not mistaken, to get Julio. I want to say they picked Julio like at number 7 or 8 or something. So I think they gave up like 2-3 years worth of first round picks, and second round they gave up a lot to move up.
Well, that's just like I mean, think about it. That's just like the Rams and the Lions. They got their Super Bowl, but they gonna suffer for a minute. I mean, but in the end, Stafford got them a Super Bowl. Cup, all them boys, they won a Super Bowl. So
that's my point. That's the point I'm making. How valuable are draft picks?
Well, if you go and win now, because I mean, if you go and win now and you feel like I need this piece and this piece, and I believe I can take it because I already got the other pieces, most GMs probably would make that gamble. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some work, some don't. It's like shooting dice. Sometimes you crap out, sometimes you hit the point. They hit the point. Stafford got them the ring. It just so happens the next year, everybody got hurt and they went down the tube. And to a certain extent, it helped the Lions because their pick was better than the Lions' original pick. So I mean, it depends. NFL you could be a Super Bowl champion one year and then the number one overall pick the next.
J.J. Watt was in that draft. Muhammad Wilkerson was in that draft. Allen Bailey was in that draft. You know, these are just guys that they could have had. DeMarco Murray was in the draft, running back at the time was balling. Randall Cobb was in the draft. Obviously, he's no Julio, but if you compare J.J. Watt with a Randall Cobb, you know, I mean, you got to hit on those guys, you know. And Julio did his part. This me even when me and Atwater was having this discussion, this was not a knock on Julio at all.
Yeah.
Julio did his part.
Before we get to part shots, I got to try. This just me. If I'm going to trade for Aaron Rodgers, why not go a couple years younger and trade for Matt Stafford?
Okay.
I give up 2 firsts to the Rams for him.
What is Matt Stafford's contract do?
It's less than Aaron Rodgers. I know that, but
yeah, I think it is less than Aaron's.
Well, see, one thing I've learned recently about these contracts is not so much the per year; it's the how much of that money is fully guaranteed.
Yeah. I think that I could be wrong. This is alleged. I think Stafford's guaranteed is not as big as Aaron's that he signed with Green Bay. I don't think is as much. So I think as far as the guarantee, it may be cheaper. I could be wrong. I would have to look it up. But I'm guessing. I remember him signing an extension, and I don't believe his guarantee was as much because I think he signed his extension either before Kyler got his contract, I think.
Well, I'm looking at it right now. So he has 4 years left. He signed a 4-year, $160 million contract. Okay. So in 2022, I could be wrong, but I think this thing said he gets $61 million damn dollars.
Well, I was wrong.
Well, is that right? That can't be right. God damn. Hey, boy, let's go throw this football, man. What the hell going on?
Hey, Faye, I'm gonna give you one of my world famous women analogies when it comes to Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers. You going for Matthew Stafford like you going for Ciara over Beyonce? Would you do that?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
You take Sierra over Beyonce?
What, did you just see her in that last dress?
yeah, you're right. My bad. You're right.
Like, are you watching TV? are you watching TV?
My bad. Hey, yeah. Hey, let me take Sierra out of that. My bad. My bad.
Look at face. Look at face.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Hey, face is classic.
What?
Okay, Faye. Would you take Sanaa Lathan over Beyonce? That's a comparison.
Woo! I don't know.
That's a damn good comparison.
Yeah.
Because Matthew Stafford got him a Super Bowl, but he ain't Aaron Rodgers. That's the only thing I'm saying. Sanaa is bad, but Sanaa ain't Beyonce.
That's a great analogy because I'd be okay with her.
Yeah, that's true too.
I'd be okay. I would be okay. Like you say, they got the same amount of Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, they do.
One apiece. Yep.
So I would be okay with that.
I guess at the end of the day, either one of you pick, you can't go wrong.
Right, absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit it up because I got to ride.
All right, party shots. Damien, start kicks off.
Okay. Mine short and sweet. Give a shout out. I know it's Women's Appreciation Month. I'm gonna give a shout out to a couple friends that I know that I went to high school with, made some big moves. Miss Sakura Henry, she was she nominated to be a judge, and I got another friend, Dion Overall, who is also cited to be a judge, but I think she also just, if I'm not mistaken, she also just passed to be able to be a federal lawyer. So we got these women out here doing some big things. So shout out to those ladies that I grew up with, man, from the small town of Ecorse, Michigan. Shout out, girls. Proud of y'all.
You say Equilla, Michigan? Wasn't that the CI?
No,
EQ?
Ecorse, bro, not EQ.
Oh, Ecorse. Sorry. Shout out to Equilla. How you doing, girl?
Equilla. Good God Almighty. Can't do nothing but love this dude, man.
My fault.
Go ahead, Michael.
She good people.
Hey man, I want to send a shout out to 7 Great Years by Ezekiel Elliott. Dallas Cowboys released him today. Thank you, 21. You had a great run in Dallas. You still got 3-4 years left. Hope you find you a good spot somewhere in the league, man. But shout out to Ezekiel Elliott, man. We're gonna miss you in Dallas.
Black Thought, brought to you by Crown Royal XO.
We got to learn from our history. We got to learn from our past mistakes. We got to learn from people like Plaxico Burress, who made bad decisions, with the firearm. I'm talking about, the miseducation of Ja Morant. I'm just perplexed and paralyzed as to why someone that grew up in a 2-parent household, and I won't even pretend that like I know what the household was like. It appears as though, it was a stable 2-parent household. And then you come out and you want to portray, and I'm not here to judge, but you want to portray the life of someone that's thugging and rugging or about that life, when just for me dealing with the youth, they don't want that life. And it just bothers me that the people that didn't grow up in that want to perpetrate and act as if they are from that life, when the people that grew up in that life can appreciate and idolize and wish that they actually had your life. And so I challenge these young men and the parents of these young men, because to me I don't even want to say this is a parenting issue, but this is what happens when, and Shannon even touched on that, when the money goes up instead of down. Like we're supposed with the money we make, we're supposed to provide for our kids. We're not supposed to send the money back up. But that's what we tend to do in the Black community. As soon as we get money, we want to send the money back up. So we already neglecting the money that's supposed to go down to further enhance the generations that come behind us. And so I think, I'm glad that John Moran is actually getting the help that he needs, because nobody that's actually from the hood, talk about how great it was in the hood. Now they talk about the triumphs that they made to get out of the hood. But I think, Ja, you got it backwards. You don't not be in the hood and then talk about how great it was to be in the hood. No, be blessed that you weren't in the hood. I'll end it with this. Because I grew up in the inner city, but I wasn't poor. And my grandmother we were coming from the grocery store one day, and I asked my grandma, I said, Grandma, what are food stamps? And she said, just be happy that you had to ask me that question, young man. And I'll never forget that moment. Be happy you didn't have to, that you had to ask that question, y'all. Stop acting like something that you're not. Be a great basketball player and be a role model. That's my black thought.
Like, let me ask a quick question.
Yeah.
What help does he need?
I don't know what help, but he needs somebody need to go upside his head. In my opinion, and again, I don't know these people, but I've seen what happens when people that have money, you stop listening to people. And so John needs to be humble. So the help he needs, I don't know if it comes from a counselor, mama, daddy, but I know he needs to have a conversation with God. That's who he needs to have a conversation with, because apparently the people that you running with, you're not listening to them. And them people kill me talking about you need to let go of your entourage. It's some people in his entourage telling him, hey man, we don't need to do that. But he gonna do it anyway because he the one writing the check. So to me, this isn't about the entourage. This is about him. Yeah, they going where you say go, but that don't mean they didn't tell you don't go. So if all us going somewhere and I'm the one with the money and y'all say, hey, Shot, I don't think we should go in there, and I'm the one with the money and I tell you, hey, I'm going, you can either stay here and not have fun, or you can go with me. What you gonna do? But we penalize, we criticize the entourage as if they don't say no. They probably do. But he the one writing the check. So,
I get that perspective.
Just do better, young man. Like, you got hundreds of millions of dollars, man. We got kids around here. My son looks up to you and your abilities, and he thinks, a lot of gullible kids think that what you did is cool. And now you got kids that are gullible claiming that they from the hood when they not. And most people that claim they from the hood when they not, they try to go in the hood to be bad, and they don't come out the hood.
I've seen that one. I've seen that with my own eyes growing up.
So that's all I'm saying.
I've seen that with my own eyes.
Yeah, take it, Fade.
Yeah, Damon's talked about when National Women's Month and National Women's Day. I'm gonna talk about my auntie Angela Bassett, black woman who should have won about 5 Oscars by now. She was nominated for only the second time. First time was for Tina Turner. What's Love Got to Do with it? Second time, this time she was nominated for Queen Ramonda for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. She was in a tough category with Jamie Lee Curtis and Stephanie Hsu, from those two ladies are from Everything Everywhere All at Once. If you have not seen that movie, that's probably one of the best movies I've ever seen. It has so much meaning and so much power in that movie. It was awesome. But Jamie Lee Curtis, you should not have won for that movie. Jamie Lee Curtis, you should not have even been nominated for that movie. Your character was not as pivotal as Stephanie Hsu's character, who actually was more pivotal as far as the plot and the tenor of the movie with the mother-daughter relationship and how it's fractured and how it was rebuilt throughout this movie. If anybody should have won, it should have been her. Now, since we're on the treatment of women, especially African American women, with Oscars so white. Let's talk about this critic who told Viola Davis, just sit down and wait your turn to be quiet. A voter for the Oscars basically told the women, made comments toward Viola Davis and the female director from Till, Emmett Till, the young black man who was accused of whistling on a white woman and was brutally murdered. And come to find out he never did it at all. That woman admitted to it 3 years ago, and she died after she admitted it. This is a voter who actually is won an Oscar and is very renowned. Of course, he's going to be anonymous because he's so white, but that's neither here nor there. We're going to keep moving. Basically told him to sit down, shut up. We voted on the movies. We thought these 5 actresses or the 5 actresses were the best candidates for this movie. And yours wasn't. So let me tell you why you didn't think it was worth a vote. Because you didn't watch the damn movie. Woman King is on Netflix. If you need something to watch some history and see a powerful performance, watch Viola Davis and The Woman King, who should have got nominated for minimum Best Actress for this movie. So Oscars still acting so white, even though it was so Asian, but Oscars was still white. Because we had no female directors nominated for Best Director. Oscar, you trying to be diverse, but you're still doing the same shiggity. You need to stop being white, put some lotion on them ashy ass hands.
Oh.
That's our show for tonight. You can catch us on Sunday. We're gonna go review the picks we had, and we're gonna do a movie review with Coming to America. We out.
Hey, y'all boys be good.
All right, fellas.
All right, fellas.
All right.